Welcome to the Sports Radio Music Show Special at the Victoria Pub in Birmingham. Another Chris Johnson Presents. Tonight on the show we have the Dexters, we have the Circles. From Birmingham also we have the Thieves and Luke Round. But first we're starting with a band on the social media network and an absolute buzz, smashing it, kicking it, all the way from London. The Dexters. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Just Dexters, though. No,
Is it just Dex? Why?
Because it's just named after a bloke who was a bouncer, and his name was Dexter. We just called it. He kicked me out of club once, and I said if he let me back in, I'd name my band after him. So just called ourselves Dexters. Too many theirs around. Too many their bands, I reckon, as well. So just keep it just to Dexters.
So I'm guessing by the lack of there's too many of them. You want to be rather unique. You want to be different.
I don't get me wrong. There's a lot of bands that start with that are great at going on and that. But I mean, it's just a name, really, isn't it?
And talking about bands with in it, you know, my ultimate hero and the Jam, Paul Weller. What kind of influences have you got? What's the Dexters about? You play guitars.
Jam. I love the Jam. We're big fans of the Jam. Obviously, Weller's solo stuff's really great as well. Bands sort of like the Clash as well. Sort of take kind of a lyrical vibe from, say, like Ray Davies of the Kinks.
Yeah.
I just love his lyrics. Just the way he pens the songs, fucking great. Other bands, sort of like there's a band called the Black Lips we're really into, from the States. They're really good. They're like really energetic live, and like I knew like that's the kind of band I wanted to be, and like, proper have it on stage, things like that.
And I think that's it, isn't it? There's too many bands these days that are boy bands that don't play guitar, that get all these commercial hits on radio stations. It's annoying to me. How does it feel to you guys that you're proper musicians and you write your own stuff as well?
Yeah, but boy bands have been around since I've grown up.
Yeah,
just used to it. It's not in my world though. Do you know what I mean? We do what we do, and like that shit don't really like. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that like that rubbish and whatever. Fair play to them, but like. Yeah, we doing what we're doing, and we're happy with that. And the people that come to our shows. West Fife fans wouldn't really get us anyway, would they?
And tell me about your album, because you've got an album out.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it. What's it about?
Shimmer Gold, just come out Monday, just gone. Really happy with it. It took about 2 months from start to finish of recording and mixing and mastering. So it didn't take too long. Just an album full of songs that we've been playing live, and we've kind of worked it together, made it like blend really well. There's sort of different styles on there. It's all under guitar music genre, but there's kind of some songs got a bit of an Afro beat. Some songs that kind of just flat out kind of strokesy rock and roll. Yes, I think that if you like guitars, there's probably something for everyone on there. Right.
And obviously you're on the road in Birmingham. We're in a car lot at the moment. I didn't think you'd ever be doing an interview in one of those.
It's a bit really. I mean, we should get in one of these cars.
Some of them are all right, to be fair. Tell me where else are you going on your tour?
So we've done. This is the 4th show on the tour. We've done. We started in. Where the hell we start? We started Southampton. Then we done. Brighton, and then Bristol tonight. Obviously, we're off to Stoke tomorrow. I think what else is like Norwich, Manchester, Sheffield, Liverpool, Glasgow, Newcastle, and London. I might be Nottingham as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So you're getting around.
Yeah, and then we got a week off, and then we're off to Germany for our first 3 shows over there. Really happy about that. And then we're off back to Germany and a bit more of Europe in May. And that brings us sort of into festival season, so we should be doing quite a lot of them as well. So
Germany, why Germany? I mean, famously the Beatles and everyone started there in Hamburg. Is that the reason?
I'm not sure. I think they just there's a good market for guitar music out in Germany, and we got a little promo team out there working hard for us. They're doing a great job.
Yeah.
We just found out today we're in like the top 10 sort of radio chart for like rock music in Germany. So we're number 9. So it's all going really well. I mean, if they want us there and there's a need for us to go, we'll go. We'll go anywhere they'll have us. So.
And you're saying your promotional team,
Yeah.
how big is the network of Dexters?
Well, we got like a manager, and a booking agent.
Yeah.
Got some people that do like PR stuff, making sure stuff gets in papers and things like that. And then over in Germany, we have another sort of PR team over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Oh, and a radio plugger as well. He just makes sure goes into the radio stations with the tracks, and hopefully they dig it and they play it.
That seems to be a very, very difficult job these days, because it's a kind of shrinking market, isn't it? With proper stations that play real, especially guitar-based music that I love.
I mean, in London, we've got, it's in Manchester as well. They got XFM. They've been really, really good to us. We've got like record of the week and stuff for them, and a lot of plays. They're great. They've given us a lot of support. Also got some really good stuff from like Absolute and that.
Yes.
And Six Music. But I mean, to get onto Radio 1 is very difficult, and like that's the only one that's nationwide. But then again, I mean, anytime I listen to Radio 1, it's you hardly ever hear a guitar on it anyway.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's a shame there's not more radio stations. But I think the internet's there now, so I mean, people just discover. I mean, back in the day, I assume like that's how everyone discovered new bands, was listening to the radio. But now it's all just like, you can get just as much fans from a good video on YouTube that people share, and word gets around that way and stuff, I reckon.
It goes round like wildfire, don't it?
Yeah. I mean, if you've got a decent video and enough people like it, they put it on their Facebook and all that sort of stuff, it gets out there. So I think there should be some more like guitar music on the main radio stations, though. Just like give us a helping hand. But because there is a market for it. We see it.
Without a doubt.
We go play gigs everywhere, and people don't sell out. Massive festivals. They're always big guitar bands headlining them bills. So people do like the music, but I don't know.
Well, that's what real music is. It's about a guitar. It's about a drum. Tell me about the rest of your group.
Like who they are?
Exactly.
So got Ben. Ben plays guitar. Also got Chris Heggie, who plays guitar. Got Chris Marden, he's the drummer, and Jamie, he's the bass player.
Yeah.
And we've been together for about just under 3 years, I think. Yeah, maybe about that long. Yeah, and me and Ben were just mates from the back our way. Like grew up near each other, so we've known each other for a while, and just met the others at pubs and clubs near where we live in London. I
guess that's how bands get together, don't they?
Yeah, I assume so. I mean, if you go into like an indie club to play an indie music, if you meet people there, they tend to like indie music,
exactly.
I suppose. So you just get chatting to people and stuff, or friends of friends and stuff like that. So
it ain't rocket science, is it?
No.
We've got our sports radio music project page. Link up. We'll get all your stuff on there.
Cool.
We'll help you. We'll support you.
Brilliant.
We'll play your songs. I'm going to buy your album.
Nice one.
So I want to be playing it all week. I'll make it record of the week as well.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's so vital for bands to be getting out there, for people to support them. Because if you don't, and the promoters like Chris, he puts loads of events on in Birmingham.
Yeah.
If you lose the bars, you lose the promoters, music dies. And
I mean, it needs there's a lot of trouble with like Night and Day Cafe. You heard about that in Manchester?
No, what happened?
Well, there's like a petition, like some neighbour moved in. That venue's been there for 20 odd years,
right.
And but some neighbours moved in and started complaining about the sound, and the council stepped in and said they might close down the venue, and that's
right.
So it's rubbish, really. It needs to be protected because it's it's part of our cultural heritage. You know what I mean? Well, we're Britain. We're known for the Beatles. The Rolling Stones. We ain't going to get the next Beatles or Rolling Stones if there's no venues for them to play.
Of course, Ren.
Yeah.
You know,
you got to go from somewhere. You can't you just start
Exactly.
playing Brixton Academy and whatever. You got to have like your leg up venues. You know what I mean?
and what a shock! You move into a pub and it's noisy.
Yeah. If you don't like noise, don't move in next to a music venue.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like moving by a school and saying I don't like kids.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Exactly.
Well, as I say, best of luck.
Thank you.
Going to be watching with anticipation and absolute excitement. There are so many brilliant young bands out there. Shout out for one or two of the young guns that you're into these days.
Yeah, there's a band called we played with a band called Towns yesterday. They were really, really good. There's a band called Arthur Gunn who are supporting us at our garage show.
Yeah.
A couple others like Decoy Jets, they're good. The Merrileys, Monopolies. There's loads.
Exactly,
There's loads out there. Loads out there. We're lucky, lucky enough when we're going to do these gigs, we're playing with people, and sometimes you see some real gems, like if you hang about and watch them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And your festivals, I'm going to let you go because you're sound checking and that. Festivals, what have you got on this? This
There's
summer?
ones Strawberry Fields Festival, Mighty Booth Festival. There's one over in Germany, I can't remember right now, but there's more. I'm not allowed to announce them yet.
Yeah, sure.
But they'll check our website. It's www.dextersband.co.uk. We're always adding new gigs to it. But yeah,
Superb. And your Twitter and your Facebook accounts, vital.
yes. So that's at Twitter's at Dexters _ bands, and Facebook's Dexters Band. Yeah.
Quality.
Yeah.
Cheers, pal.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
Sup up your beer and collect your fags. Hopefully
There's
they're in a row going on. Cheers, pal. Thank you.
Nice.
Joining me now with Gabby Cabby on the Sports Radio Music Show. We can hear the Beatles in the background. We're in the wonderful Alex. You're playing next door at the Victoria. It is Let It Be. You could be the next Beatles. It's the Thieves Birmingham. Joined up last time in Kingshurst in August. Little bits changed. Tell me about the change and tell me about your music.
Yeah, since last time we had 5 of us and we've lost one member.
Yeah.
Who was our lead singer, but we've managed to get Jake on vocals now.
Yeah.
And now it's 4 of us, and all's going well. We've got our tour coming up. Got some recently released songs, and all's going well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about this tour that's coming up, and we're going to go on, and about how it changes the vocals. It changes the dynamics of the band as well, doesn't it? A different kind of voice.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we've definitely stemmed away from what we used to play. Like the music's really changed quite a lot. To be fair, like we play quite a lot more varied than what we used to, sort of thing, really. Yeah. So
and your tour, where you off to?
We're off to. It's a sort of a mini tour around England. We're off to. I can't remember now. We're going to Sheffield, London, Bristol. We're having a headline gig in Birmingham at the Sunflower Lounge, and there's today's gig as well, supporting Dexters as part of the tour. So it kicks off today.
This is the first day of the tour.
It's the first day of the tour.
And where are you from? Where are the Thieves from?
We're Bearwood based. Yeah, man. Bearwood. Yeah, well, when we lost Nath, we kind of we was all over the place a bit, really. But we were just onwards and upwards from here. Do you know what I mean? Our music's maturing, and I think we're sounding a lot better now. And like Dal just mentioned the tour and that, and hopefully it'll kick on from there.
How difficult has it been to, take the vocals, take the lead?
Yeah, it's been quite difficult at first. It's a confidence thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nath had lots of it. Nath, everyone who knows Nath, he was a good lead man for us.
Yeah.
I'm not so forward as what he was. But as I say, I think the dynamics changed as band, as you said earlier. Yeah. And I think that we're getting better and better as everything goes on. But yeah, we're really looking forward to this tour, man, and we're gonna try and smash it.
And it's so important to have venues like the Victoria, like the Sunflower Lounge.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sunflower Lounge, an absolutely magnificent place.
Oh, we're always playing there. It's our second home. Do you know what I mean? We're playing there every week, and Chris Johnson, who's managed us as well as putting on our gigs, he's doing a good job. And as I say, onwards and upwards for here, man. And we want to play not just in Birmingham, but we're playing everywhere else. We want to play bigger and better. We want to get better. We want to play bigger venues. We want to do what we can and put a dot on the map for Birmingham as well if we can while we're at it.
Any festivals in the summer coming up for the Thieves?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, we kind of get things out of the blue sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're kind of, we get told about things last minute sometimes. We have to get to wherever it is. But now hopefully we're going to do festivals soon. So
there's a couple in the pipeline,
but
there's nothing official that we can say yet, sort of thing. So
Dexters, you said exactly the same. It's a kind of like it's a shrouded secret, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Festivals.
It's just in case it does fall apart and we do announce it, we'll feel a bit, a bit silly, But there's a couple of things that could come off, and hopefully they do.
Kingshurst Festival last year, I mean, that was unbelievable that it did come off.
Oh yeah, it was nice.
We never had a stage till like the day before, to be fair. And that was made out of scaffolding by O'Reilly's. It actually come together, but that's the essence of a song, of music.
Yeah.
You look at things and you just think, blimey, how's it going to happen? Yeah. But it somehow does.
Yeah, it was. That was our first outdoor gig, really, and it was a real good experience, really, sort of thing. But playing indoors, it sounds completely different, and you're out there, and sometimes because of the wind, you can't hear what you're playing sometimes. But it was a really good experience, and
it's for a good cause, man. It's for a good cause.
Yeah,
that's one of the main reasons why we did it. Do you know what I mean? As much as the experience, it was for a really good cause that was. So we enjoyed it anyway, man, and we'll do it again as well. Definitely if it ever happens again.
Well, I'm not too sure if we're going to get the Kingshurst event on this year.
Yeah.
But I want to have a role in it where we have it going on every year, a little bit like the daffodils when I come up all the year, perennials. I want something there in Kingshurst, in North Solihull, where you can have bands that can play live gigs like a festival, cut your teeth like yourselves, and feel that different surroundings, and be joined by some of the bigger bands that's done a little bit, and some of the other smaller bands as well, making their way in music. everybody needs somewhere to start. Everybody needs a stage. As I say, the Beatles here that's going on. All you need is love, and you do, but you need that help and that assistance as well. And say in Birmingham, this is a second biggest city. It's a thriving city. It's the capital of music, Birmingham, and we want to sell it to the world.
Yeah, definitely.
We play with bands every other week, man. We know how much talent there is in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of talent here, and hopefully someone notices it one day, and hopefully we're up there with the best ones. You know what I mean? We want to be the best, like. Do you know what I mean? And hopefully we can get there eventually.
Well, we're noticing it, and we're looking up, and our sports radio music project, link onto the page, we'll all link up. What we want to do is to say, just join everything together. We'll promote you, we'll put things, on Facebook. Twitter's so vital for you guys. Tell us about your Twitter feeds, tell us about your Facebook feeds.
Yeah, well, it's all on there. Like, if you had Thieves on Facebook, SoundCloud, Twitter, we're on pretty much every social network.
Now, is it Thieves Brum or Thieves?
It's just Thieves at the minute, so
okay.
Yeah, if you type in Thieves, you'll find us on Facebook. There's a we're always on there. We're always tweeting.
Yeah.
Anyone needs to know anything, just ask us. We'll get in touch with you.
So who's writing the songs? Who's the lyricist?
Well, Jake's the lyricist, really.
Yeah.
And again, it's a different take to what Nath was doing before.
Okay.
But, as I say, it's more of a mature sound now.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't lost that. The songs that I write about, it's about, most of them are about Birmingham anyway. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it in the city.
Yeah.
As much as I can, and it's about going out and doing things that you do when you're 21, 22, and that's it, man. That's what it's about.
And who's your influences, Jake? What bands are you into?
I've got I like Stone Roses, Oasis, Arctic Monkeys, some new bands coming out, Temples and Dexters who are playing next door. They're doing well for themselves. Quite like them as well. But as far as influences go, probably Stone Roses. They're probably a big influence on us.
I was just listening to you sound checking there, and a bit of a Liam Gallagher going on there. There was certainly an Oasis kind of feel to it.
That's all I said. But growing up in the 90s and that, it's gonna rub off on you, innit? So that's what it was. Oasis. And I met Noel. I met Noel before, and I was a bit starstruck. Do you know what I mean? But they're Oasis. I love Oasis, man. They're the best band.
Well, everybody gets starstruck. I'm sure that Noel, when he met Paul McCartney,
absolutely.
he would have been starstruck as well. That's the way it is. We're all human.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But as I say, man, Stone Roses, Oasis, Manchester bands. But we want to try and get that. We want to try and get that same kind of vibe as Manchester in Birmingham, as it was back in the 90s. Do you know what I mean? We're trying to do that now. Yeah.
And your website, finally. Give us a plug.
Yeah, well, we've not got a website as such, but we've got the Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, Thieves Brum, and Facebook, Thieves Birmingham, and SoundCloud as well, Thieves Birmingham. All Thieves Birmingham or Thieves Brum, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Boys, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Have a great night.
Nice one.
And see you at a festival or two in the summer.
Definitely.
When we can say who's on.
Brilliant, man. Nice one, thanks, man.
Cheers, boys.
So.
Thanks very much. And also, big massive thank you for doing the Kingshurst event.
No problem.
That is really appreciated.
Anytime we do it again, if you ask us to do it.
Superb. Cheers, boys, for now. Thank you.
No,
go and smash it on that stage.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's getting late, it's down to
out the bag. The cat's out the bag. The cat's out the bag. And when the morning comes, I don't want to see the sun. Joining me now, I mean, it didn't work, and help. They knew that we weren't Paul Weller and Bruce Foxton, didn't they, basically?
You know, we could decide what
you can't blagger, can you? You know, and to be fair, I mean, it is Let It Be, and the Alex people are coming in and out now, so we're
compared to what's going on tonight, nothing.
Not really.
Let It Be, Beatles.
I mean, what is it? The Circles. We got Luke Round. We got Dexters. We got Thieves. What a collection of great up and coming bands. You know, it's so alpha, it's so refreshing, it's so vital that bands can pick up that guitar, beat that drum, and have it at places like Victoria and Birmingham. And
tonight, it's going to be brilliant tonight. I've heard Dexters before. I supported them last year, and now they're brilliant. And I think they've gone from strength to strength this year. Support bands as well. Circles, fantastic Midlands band. They've been on tour with Singer from the Coral, James Skelly, who's brilliant. Got Thieves. First time I've heard them tonight, sounding mega in sound check. They're brilliant. And of course myself.
Well, they have changed because Nathan, there were 5-piece Nathans left.
And, you know Thieves?
Yeah, well, they done the Kingshurst event with us. Got a good sound. Listening to some sound checking, and there's a bit of an Oasis feel. I mean, the boys
sound good though, man. Sound pretty hard, like. It's good stuff, man.
And let's talk about Luke Round. You come in to Biscuit Boys studio. You played a couple of tracks live.
Yeah, still buzzing from it. Yeah, it's a good day, man. Yeah, pretty much from that, which is where I got this gig today. Because Chris was listening to it, and one of the bands dropped out, and he goes, "Will you jump on this gig for us?" I was like, "Yeah," because I was going to stop gigging for a bit. Yeah. But you can't turn down gigs like this, can you? Of course you can't. Got such a strong lineup as well, so I thought, why not, man? Last minute, but.
Well, you see, that's the thing, Luke. You know, in 1972, John Motson was last minute. You know, when Newcastle played Hereford, he didn't do him. Yeah, he didn't do him no harm. Yeah. Someone was ill, and what I'm trying to say is, whether it be music, whether it be football, whether it be life in general, sometimes you get that opportunity. It just presents itself. You know, and at the 11th hour.
Exactly, like you say, you've got to be there. Otherwise, it's like say you've got to be in it to win it, haven't you?
Exactly.
If you turn something down, you could just regret it.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to be there watching. Could be no one. Yeah. But you got to take that chance, can you? Yeah, looking forward to it.
And tell me about your music, because you've got an album out as well. I want to know all about that. I want to know all about Luke Round and how we can, this is very similar to sports radio music. It's our project. We're going out, we're rocking up. We're not able to do like the live gigs yet, but we're getting there, we're going forward, and we're linking up with bands playing live and then playing their records.
Well, my album, my single first of all, is coming out in July, which is going to be Still the Same, which I recorded on your show. Then I got an album which I'm hoping to bring out in November, December. It's basically a collection of some of my older stuff which I haven't released, and some brand new material as well. Which is it's exciting for me, and what I'm going to do as well on my EP, I've done it by myself. But I'm going to have a few people collaborating on my album, including a few other singers, some other people putting some guitars and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it.
And that's it. And you're a solo artist. You got the acoustic. You can have these different layers, different bits and pieces, different. I keep saying before at the Brown Lion, there's Andy Bennett and Kalik and the Sammy Rogers, the two Sammy Rogers. The Stew. There's like loads of musicians up there all jamming together, all joining together. It's almost like an orgy of music, and Birmingham is kicking and having it, and they will influence, they will help you, and having them people on your songs,
of course,
and it's picking things up in it and changing it.
I mean, like what I was talking about the other day, I think there's a good little movement that's starting to happen up like the Brown Lion. And once people start to, they've already started to get onto it, and you can see the vibes just spreading bigger and bigger. So I think if you give that another few months, 6 months, it's going to be heaving in there. And like you say, it's good to have like-minded people around you, and you do bounce off each other when you're working with other musicians. It's always good. That's why, like I was saying, I didn't struggle, but when I listened back to my first EP, I listened back and I thought I was proud of it because I'd done it by myself, but then you start to think, well, maybe if someone else was there, they could have had their little imp bit. And that's why I've decided to collaborate with a few people on my album.
Well, everybody does that. Don't matter what artist, you write something, you record something, you put it down, and then somebody else puts something else.
Of course,
and it layers, it takes shape.
Lyric-wise, I write all my own lyrics. I'm just going to have people collaborating with the music side. Probably some better guitarist, because I'm a good rhythm guitarist, but I'm not really a lead guitarist. So maybe they can add a little bit extra, like Jimmy I had in mind from Little Liam. Brilliant. I've known Jimmy for years, from like the Copious days, and he said that he'll do a little bit of stuff on my album.
He is an awesome guitar
player. If I could play half as good as him, I'd be chuffed.
And again, Little Liam's in the stable, he's all part of the scene. I mean, Little Liam, top man, about the same size as Little Liam as well.
I'm just Little Liam. Liam, another one. I met him years ago when I was with my old band, Old Irons. He supported us at Rainbow. So we've kind of seen him go from strength to strength over the years. And, look at him now, he's flying, isn't he, really? He's got his band as well.
And your influences, where'd you take them from, Lou?
My influences, they're quite diverse, really. I mean, I love the obvious stuff like Oasis and Paul Weller, but I'm into sort of more darker stuff as well, like Radiohead, Pink Floyd. Really stuff. My dad got me into music and my older brother. So my first bands that I ever listened to were like Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, that sort of stuff. My brother got me into Oasis, and then with that came all sort of the Jam, the Verve, all that sort of Britpop indie stuff. And then I got into the sort of more experimental stuff like Radiohead. So I've got quite a melting pot really of
if there was a song out there, it's somewhere in the ether of music that you would have loved to have wrote and performed, what song would that be?
I think it'd probably be Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd. I think everything about that, I don't know if it's from a personal level, brings back a lot of memories of growing up, but as well David Gilmour, he's a guitaring on it, something else. And the live versions of it, right, I've never had nothing like it, to be honest. His guitaring is like off the scale, man.
But that's the thing with music as well, and songs, it takes you back to somewhere, doesn't it? That you listen to a song and you've got memories of that song.
I think that's why, music's so great. Look, I was saying to my girlfriend actually, because she used to collect photos. And I says, I don't collect photos. For me, albums and music are my sort of my photo book. So they remind me of memories where someone will look at a photo and go, I remember that. For me, it's a sound or a song that will remind me of like a certain time in my life.
And again, you're absolutely right, because I mean, it's so vital having CDs and albums. I mean, it's record vinyl day, 14th of April. I tell you what, I was just in a store down the road, right? And this bloke, I promise you, he must have had about 20 albums vinyl that he was taking.
Good luck having them.
I swear, he looked at me as if to say, I ain't nicking them.
Yeah.
But again, it's that cover, that sleeve. You smell it.
Yeah,
You can't get that from a download.
That's
can
what
you?
I mean. And my brother, one of them, he's a DJ. He's been DJing for years and years. He DJs like reggae and stuff.
Yeah.
But he was always DJing vinyl.
Yeah.
And even he says he misses the days of putting on a record and hearing that crackle when you put the Yeah, but obviously sometimes you have to move at the times. It's more convenient now to just carry around your laptop. But he does now and again bring out his vinyl. You see him struggling with these big suitcases full of them. But he says just for the actual feeling, the experience of putting them on, he'd love to go back to them sort of days.
But again, at least with the CDs, you can have your lyrics. Because the song is all about the lyrics. I love to get a CD. The first thing I'll do, I'll take the sleeve out. I want to know what the song's about. I'm looking at the influences. The only problem is, as you're getting older, I'm almost 50. Them letters get ever so small. I think I need my eyes tested.
You need a bigger CD. No, but what you're saying about lyrics, though, I think that's why it's so important being a solo artist.
Yeah.
Because you haven't got all the effects and you haven't got all the guitars and the band to hide behind.
Yeah.
When you're playing on stage with an acoustic, pretty much everyone's just listening to what you're singing.
Yeah.
Which is why I've always tried to concentrate more on, obviously melody's got to be in there somewhere, but I'll concentrate more on sort of storytelling and on the lyrics. And I say though, but on the album we're going to have people collaborating, which are going to help. But I think I'm the same as you, all about lyrics.
I think it is, and it's all about playing live as well. I don't think you can beat, because you put a record. I mean, Travel Wild, Travel Free. I love Steve Craddock. I love what he's doing. I watched him down at the Institute, and the way that he spits the lyrics out, the way that it just brings to life the album, and music just playing live. There's nothing like watching a band play live.
Yeah, it's like you say, though, you can hear an album and you'll hear an album track which will go over your head, but if you hear it live, it does come alive, doesn't it? It does, and it gets its own character once you start playing live as well. Especially for me as well, most of my stuff are born by playing live. My tracks, I play them live and then go in the studio and record them. Yeah. So I've already got them ready to record because I've gigged them sort of 10, 20 times before we go into the studio. But you're right, and you've got that atmosphere behind the track as well. Yeah. That sort of energy.
Absolutely, and it does, like the Paul Weller song, From the Floorboards Up. It comes, it consumes.
You love that.
I do, honestly. I watched the Universal at Moochers, and it was like, and it just, I come out, and I do now with all these concerts, I'm proper getting into it. I'm like the Ready Breck boy coming out, I'm like that red glow. It's like just takes you somewhere, mate.
And you can feel the bass sort of in your chest.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can feel it that was the first thing that sort of hit me when I went to a proper big venue. I think it was Ian Brown from Stone Roses. I went to watch one of his solo gigs, and it was the bass. I could feel it in my chest. And I remember looking at him as well and thinking, like, geez, he looks like he's from a different planet or something. I was only like 17 and I was just looking at him, and that was one of the things that made me think I'd love to be that man on the stage though, and not the one that's watching it.
I'll be honest with Ian Brown, he probably was on another planet.
He probably was.
Right, Luke, you better go in there and go and smash it, mate.
Nice one, man.
Thanks for your time.
Same.
We'll speak soon. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Man. Cheers.
Inside
There's a key that you keep to the gates in my head. You knew all I'd done before I even said it's not the same when daylight turns into grey. I can hear you say it's the same, it's the same, it's still the same. Staring through the looking glass, we are our own and we have built our past. The siren wheeled on her parallel track. Well, it's still the same, and you promised me that it's still the same. Now daylight emerged from the grey. Now we sit here and say it's the same, it's the same, it's still the same. It's the same, it's the same, it's still the same. It's still the same. It's still the same.
Joining me now on the Sports Radio Music Show, The Circles. How are you, mate? Name?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. My name's Paul. Play guitar and sing in the Circles.
Tell you what, you don't half sing it, you don't half beat it out. That last song, I'll be honest, it was almost a 67 psychedelic, the Beatles meets the Who. I thought you was going to smash all your instruments up and torch them.
Oh, nice one, mate.
You really get into it, don't you?
Yeah, we like to have it at a gig, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, we're into all the 60s stuff. We're into the Beatles.
Yeah.
And obviously all the obvious, like, Kinks and everything. But we're into our, like, bluesy stuff as well. Like, we love Howlin' Wolf. And, you know, anything early Beatles.
Well, a bit of Muddy Waters, yeah.
Man. All that stuff, you know. So yeah, we're just trying to play music that we like, you know. We're not trying to really please anyone apart from ourselves.
And I also felt a bit of, certainly from you, a bit of a Liam Gallagher, the way you lent into it, a bit of Oasis early stuff
right,
as well.
I like Oasis. We're not trying to do that on purpose.
No, of course you're not.
I guess we're just trying to have it, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's alright, isn't it?
And-
Compared to them, it's alright. It's not bad, is it?
Tell you what, you can be compared to worse,
Yeah.
can't you? Let's be truthful. You've got a Birmingham twang, you've got a Birmingham accent, you're obviously Brummies. Whereabouts in Birmingham are you from?
We're just from outside. We're from Stourbridge. It's
Oh,
just,
okay.
yeah, so we're probably closer to Dudley, if anything. But
Yeah.
we've got one who's from Bearwood, so, you know, we're all over, really. He's probably the Brummier one, if you want to speak to him.
Is that the big lad?
The big lad, yeah, on bass.
It's like a blackout when he walks past him.
That's it, mate. He's boss at bass, though, so that's all that matters, isn't it, mate?
You know, is there what?
He's boss at bass. Boss at bass. He's good at bass.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
fair play. I mean, and there was a number of, like, guitar solos in there.
Yeah.
It's a guitar led. I mean, at one stage, the drummer and the guitarist was almost having a kind of like music B stuff, weren't they?
Right. Yeah. Nice one. Sound. Yeah. I mean, we're just trying to write good songs. Really.
Yeah.
We're not really trying to like. I mean, if people have it at the gig and stuff, that's great. But you know, we're just trying to write structured songs which people like and which we'd want to hear. You know, so. If it comes across like that, then it's great. Yeah.
I thought you come across absolutely superb.
Oh, class,
I
man.
thought you were brilliant. I mean, I've got one of your CDs. We're going to be playing it on our Biscuit Boys.
What radio is it?
Sports Radio.
Sports Radio, nice one, man. Cool.
Yeah, we're on the internet. We broadcast to the whole world.
Right, got yeah.
The whole world don't listen to us, but we do
give it some
broadcast
time,
the whole
give it some
world.
time, man.
I don't know who's more us, you singing or me.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's such a vibrant, such a great night in there.
Yeah, it's loud in there, isn't it, man? It's a good night. Yeah, everyone was having it though. But like, it filled up a bit, didn't it? And
Yeah, it did.
when the atmosphere got going, it was a laugh, you know. So we enjoyed it. We haven't played here before. We've played down the road, the Sunflower
Yeah.
Lounge and stuff, and Brewdog and everything, but you know, it's all right here. We'll play again, I think.
Venues, how do they vary?
I mean, we've done a lot. We went on tour with James Skelly and the Nintendos, you know, Jay from the Coral, and we went and did some O2 things, and they're obviously good for sound and stuff. I mean, little places like this, it can vary, you know. I mean, sometimes you can't, like, you couldn't really hear much tonight, but it was just loud and we were having it. It didn't really matter, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. Places like this are all right. You know, you can't complain. I guess if everyone has a good time, it's all right, isn't it?
And Franz Ferdinand are playing over at the Academy tonight as well.
All right. I don't know. I don't follow him much, I must admit. But yeah, sound.
You ever heard of Dexys Midnight Runners?
Yeah, they're the Dexters Midnight Runners. Yeah.
Well, Pete Williams from Dexys was down here earlier.
Oh, right. Okay.
Sharing a pizza with him.
Oh, that's all right, isn't it?
What an absolute legend!
Down here more often,
I tell you. Yeah, I think he's coming back up here later as well.
Oh, class. That's all right.
Because there's a club night. What they do at these, it's like.
Well, Rich, the bassist, is DJing afterwards, isn't he? So I mean, so he's going to be here. Yeah. So he'll be here. We'll be here till late, I think. You know, so if you come down on a Friday or Saturday, we're sure we'll probably be about. You know, so. Is
Rich always here? Is this his gig?
It depends. I think he does some over the Sunflower Lounge as well. So it depends. I mean, most nights, most week. I think it's every other week maybe.
But yeah, right.
Yeah, man, get down. He's into good tunes, so it's all right.
And there are some great tunes, there's some great bands about. People keep saying bands ain't about like they used to. I vehemently disagree with that. Bands are about like they used to. My voice is going. But the radio stations, by and large, don't play those bands. That's your problem.
No, I think it's just people might not have their finger on the pulse of the stuff that, you know, guitar-driven music. I mean, it's a bit. If you're twerking in your video, that's going to sell it, you know. So
sad, isn't it?
It's a bit sad, but you know, I mean, it's sad, but there's still people out there doing it. I mean, I know for a fact there's bands that we like that are doing it, you know.
What bands are you into? What bands you like?
We've been playing with a band called the Sundown, which are amazing. They're just an up and coming band. We're into like Temples, Tame Impala, Black Keys. You know, we like a lot of modern bands, but I mean, it probably is predominantly driven by like old music that we're into. You know, there's still bands going. It's just piling through the crap that's out there at the moment to what you like, you know. But, I don't know. Yeah.
And music is very subjective, you know. Yeah. It's a little bit like beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
to some, they'll say, I don't like it, but there's nothing like playing live, is there?
No. I mean, yeah, it's class when you get a good crowd and you have a good gig. There's nothing better, really. But I mean, being in the like studio and recording. It's just like I think I probably prefer that. I mean, it's just where like all the ideas in your head come into play. You know, it's like playing live is amazing.
Who writes all the stuff? Is it?
Yeah, it's me and the drummer. Like where like I'll probably have like all the melodies and the song, and then we'll write words together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it probably happens different most times, but mainly like that.
And your name, where'd that come from? The Circles?
Oh God, don't ask me. I think the drummer. The drummer thought of it. I don't know. It's alright. It's not the best name, but you know, neither is the Beatles. It catches on after a while, doesn't it? So.
When I was a kid in a previous life, there was a band out, and my job was to go around to all the boutiques and give these tickets out for this band. Right. I said, you know, with a name like that, they have got no chance.
Right,
within 2 weeks, Relax was #1, and Frankie Goes to Hollywood were ledge.
Jesus, hey, man. Yeah, that's what I mean.
And your name's more catchy than them.
You think? Yeah, that's alright. Then you've got your approval then.
It's all about the round stuff, isn't it? The Circles. Website, Twitter, Facebook. How do we get hold of you?
Oh God, the worst person to be asking here. I think it's Facebook /The Circles UK.
Yeah.
I think the same on Twitter. But I mean, if you go on Facebook, you'll find us anyway. But I mean, we're having an EP coming out soon and releasing it on Skeleton Key Records.
Okay.
And that'll be coming out soon. I mean, if you log on to Facebook and all that stuff, we'll soon be putting updates. But yeah, and then shortly probably after like an album or something. But yeah, exciting times.
And your next gig, where can people hook up with you next?
We're going on a tour in like May. But,
where are you off to?
It's like London, Manchester. I couldn't tell you the venues, but yeah, I think it's changing. It's changing. Like they've changed a few of the venues.
Any favourite venues that you play? Cities.
I think Liverpool's the best. We play the Zanzibar quite a lot.
Yeah,
and that's they just like good music down there, and they seem to be up for it a bit more down there.
Yeah,
I think we're more at home in Liverpool than we are down here, really.
Well, by the time I finish with the music industry in Birmingham, Birmingham is the capital of music.
Right, yeah.
We're starting a revolution, man.
Well, there is a bit of a thing going on, isn't there, with that B-Town thing? But I mean, we're not really into the B-Town movement. We're not really into, like, I mean, they're all right, but we're just trying to do our own thing, really. And like, if there's good music in Birmingham, that's great, isn't it? So,
exactly.
yeah, man.
Well, thanks for your time.
Yeah, no worries.
Superb.
Good to talk to you.
I'm going to catch up with Chris, the pro mat.
Yeah.
I don't know whose teeth I've got in tonight, I promise you. But without people like Chris putting on gigs like this,
yeah, he's a good lad.
It's different class, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a good lad, man. But yeah, just look out for some of the stuff he's putting on. He's always getting good bands down. So yeah, it's always a good night. So don't miss out.
Quality. Thanks for your time.
All right,
keep up your great work.
Okay,
Speak to you soon. Cheers, pal. And finally on the show tonight, the organiser, the promoter, Chris Johnson presents. You presented, mate, a banging show that took you to another place back, spat you out and like made your soul dance, baby. How are you?
Brilliant. Knackered after watching how energetic Dexters are, to be honest.
He don't stop.
Wore me out.
I'll tell you what. He is a bundle of everything.
He really is. They've come on so much over the last couple of years. You know, their albums come out Monday just gone, and it proves they've put on so much hard work, and they're a great band. They really are.
It's in my pocket. It's signed in gold writing. I mean, it just looks brilliant. They are brilliant.
Yeah.
They the whole show though, the whole package. Dexters finished it off superbly.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, even the DJ after, but Stone Roses there, Brother You. It's a great night of music here.
It is, yeah. It's not just like say Dexters. We had three guys before. Luke Round opened up. Circles and Thieves. Yeah. Obviously all from round here, and they're all brilliant bands, and all just added to the night. It was brilliant.
And I always look at the audience, always look at the fans. The fans were away with the fairies as well. Yeah, they were proper having it.
They were, yeah. Everyone was just in a different zone.
And great audience participation. He connects with the audience, don't he?
He does, yeah. You see a lot of bands nowadays. You see, a lot of frontmen who sort of, can't do that. He sort of Yeah, he gets everyone involved.
Charismatic.
Even if you're not possibly there to see them.
Yeah.
You know, he got everybody. There's about 80 people in that room, and
Oh,
every
no,
one of them.
I thought they was going to push it. I thought they were going to push the door straight into you.
No, he's great. He's great. He's great. Just reverted with the door as well. So we're all right.
And I showed a pizza as well. Dex's midnight run tonight.
Yeah, how good is that?
Yeah, I know.
I hope he paid off.
No, I tell you, them pizzas in there, they're as big as a dinner place. Honestly.
A huge.
But
Huge.
a great venue, like what you do at the Sunflower as well. Great venues. Birmingham has got great venues. The Hare and Hounds, the Jam House. So much activity going on with the boys at the Brown Lion and a whole package. We join together forces as one. We are the greatest city in the world. This is the capital of music, Birmingham.
Definitely, yeah. So much going on. So much going on. He never gets any good press, Birmingham, for some weird reason.
Yeah.
Don't know why. It's brilliant. The place is great.
I think the way I read it is that the press by and large are in London or they're in Manchester, and Birmingham always gets overlooked.
Stuck in the middle.
Not no more, it don't.
No. That's just riser. It's just,
That's rock and roll.
That's my bottle bang for the night, that is. We only had 100. No.
They've drunk you dry in there. They're in a bottle of beer in the house.
Riders nowadays. Terrible.
Well, again, can't thank you enough, mate. Been superb. Once a month we like to walk up, we do this project. Moving forward, I'm going to get some, the technology to be able to get that on here and get that live feel, that live recording, because you just can't beat live bands.
No, you can't. You can't. Nothing better than it.
Well, thanks for your time. Superb, mate. When's the next one, by the way?
Next Friday. We've got 2 gigs next week. One at the Victoria, one at the Sunflower Lounge. Open to Fire, headline in the Sunflower Lounge.
Yeah.
9 Dark Finish, headline in the Victoria.
That was brilliant.
2 great nights.
Because there was no script there. I asked you, and you didn't think I was going to ask you that. Who else have we got coming up in the future that's coming on to the shows?
Yeah, we've got obviously a lot of local gigs coming up with all the local bands. One to look forward to, April the 19th. I think it's at Easter weekend, Easter Saturday.
Yeah.
We've got the Book Club and Life and Film here.
Okay.
2 sort of signed bands touring together, co-headlining. Samuel Rogers is on the bill, Fires is on the bill. It's going to be a hell of a night. Back at the Victoria.
4 of them
all together
on the bill. Easter.
£5.
Tell you what, mate, that is going to be a rock and roll extravaganza. Because if little Sammy's on there, man, and the Fires as well. Aid's got some great stuff with 2 signed bands as well.
Exactly.
The only way is up, baby.
It is. It sure is.
I didn't quite like that song. Chris, thanks for your time, mate. Always a pleasure.
Pleasure as always. Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much. And thank you, everybody, for listening. Till next time, keep music real. Thank you. Good night.